The European Union is urging Iran to stick by its commitments under the nuclear deal agreed with world powers in 2015. The statement was given ahead of the ongoing EU summit in the Romanian city of Sibiu, where the 27 EU heads of state are gathered to outline a new strategic agenda for the European Union. In a joint declaration, European leaders stated that they rejected ultimatums from Tehran, but vowed to fight to save the Iran nuclear deal. Let's hear what French President Emmanuel Macron just said about it.
Leaving the nuclear agreement of 2015 would be a mistake. It would mean unraveling all past achievements. That's why France is staying and will stay. I hope Iran decides to do the same. It's up to us to convince everyone, including Iran, to stick to the accord. There's a certain pressure now in reaction to an American decision, but we have to keep a cool head and not let the situation escalate. We should jointly ensure our collective security, and that means preserving Iran's presence in the agreement.
And Georg Mattis is standing by now where that summit is taking place in Sibiu. Georg, we just heard there from the French President, Emmanuel Macron, on Iran. What are we to make of the EU's joint statement on that?
Sarah, that message from Macron was reiterated by a number of other leaders who arrived here for this informal summit. The dilemma they all face really is that the decision by Tehran and the prior decision of the US to unilaterally withdraw from the deal really puts this diplomatic success that the EU has achieved with the nuclear deal into jeopardy. It exposes the diplomatic weakness, if you want, of the EU, because there's not a lot that EU leaders can do other than making sure that they want to stand by the deal. They hope that Tehran may change its mind about it, and emphasizing how important it is, how much in the interest of everyone it is to pursue a diplomatic path to keep peace in the region and prosperity.
Okay. And you know what else I'd like to get some reaction to you. You know, when it comes to the background, how we got here on this deal.
The difficulty for the EU really is to find a mechanism that would allow a business to continue with Tehran. They have created a mechanism that involves, for instance, the trade of food supplies, but it does not involve oil supplies. It does not involve big tech companies, big companies in Europe who are deeply afraid of US sanctions if they were to continue trade with Iran. And that really is the dilemma the European Union faces, how they can resolve this in order to keep enough on the table to convince the Iranians to fulfill their part of the deal.
And Georg, aside from Iran, what else is at stake at today's summit?
Lots of unresolved issues, of course. You have the migration crisis, where there's still a big row over the relocation of migrants, although numbers have dropped dramatically. Then you have the reform of the Eurozone, something the French president pushes for. He also will talk today to EU leaders about the environmental agenda, and many have said he will seek to get more other EU members to join him, seeing that the twin engine, the German-French twin engine, hasn't really worked on the big reform ideas the French president has put forward. So lots on the agenda, but also some positive things the EU will want to emphasize. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said we need to be innovative, we need to be strong, and we need to stick together. And that is something a lot of leaders said. And after the family picture here in Sibiu on the marketplace, they got a hero's welcomes from crowds, took a bath in the crowds, if you want, with people cheering the EU, something EU leaders don't experience every day.
Georg Mattis joining us from Romania. Thank you.